person who's at the bottom of the stairs can direct them to go in here and out.
Did you know the Cravens Estate first floor had 7 living rooms, what we'd call living rooms, and a dining room, 1,100 square feet? It's larger than the size of many Pasadena homes.
We came across what we refer to as these big giant flower balls. And as it is, they actually happen to be from IKEA.
Did you know entering the foyer, there's spectacular murals and ceilings more than 14 feet high throughout the house?
So I'm bringing the scenes that you see in the mural right into the room with clouds that are the lighting fixtures.
Did you know there's a harpsichord in the solarium? Did you know we're here to document all the hard work before you see it? Dolores Krupp is in charge of the entryway and the Grand Gallery.
The Craven Estate, it was inspired by the Chateau Vaux-le-Vicomte outside of Paris. And so the murals in the entrance, all are the views you would see if you were standing at the chateau. Jo Butcher is a restorer, and she is restoring the paintings. They had to be cleaned because they hadn't been cleaned in 50 years. And one of the panels had damage from leaking, probably from one of the gutters. That's the main feature in the room, are the murals. So I've now popped the murals out so people really appreciate the murals.
And what does that word pop mean?
It means that they stand out.
Leaky gutters were no problem in the adjacent dining room, but how to make this lackluster room dazzle? Ken Myers of MK & Company Interior Design.
Our whole philosophy basically is based on the murals because they were existing, and again, we weren't allowed to do anything to them, and not that we would have. They're beautiful and such an odd contrast with the French paneling. So the whole idea was the shimmer and that metallic gleam that the murals have from all the tea paper. And so, we just tried to put lots of elements in here that are going to have shimmer.
To take a little of the formality out of the room, Myers juxtaposed the formal chandeliers with something from IKEA.
We love that contrast of the super high-end antique priceless piece next to these paper and plastic balls.
Do you have a drawing room? Is it a room for drawing pictures?
It's called the drawing room because it's meant to draw people into the room, guests of the house. It would not have been used as a living room or a sitting room of any sort. It would have been used for parties, functions, dancing, get-together, those types of things. I wanted it to be where people could just come and hang out. So I really just wanted it to be a multi-purpose kind of living room.
Multi-purpose is what this room, originally the kitchen, will become. Did you ever make mud pies? Some kids never grow up. They just make plaster pies. Gennaro Lagdameo is designing the new media room with state-of-the-art electronics and recycled materials throughout.
Materials that I'm using in upholstery, my furniture, you're talking soy product-based cushions. You're talking about recycled plastics that are being used in fabrics. Even the high technology of flat screen, LCD, these are all eco-friendly materials. As a matter of fact, we have equipment that we'll be putting in the room that tells us how much energy we're using.
Billy Butch-Kavitz is an event designer with clients around the world. At Showcase, he's been asked to design a special restaurant.
So it's going to be a big bird cage. So we're creating an aviary. This is just the very beginning. We just started yesterday with the construction. This is just the basics. But when it's all said and done, it's going to be like you're having lunch or dinner in a formal French aviary with birds frolicking around in the ceiling and stuff like that.
Showcase House of Design President Delise Minnick.
The designer is trying to create a fantasy or a Disneyland for adults, so that people can have a wonderful experience and open their vision of what they can do in their own home.
And that harpsichord? How do you suppose they'll use it?